नमस्तेस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्रगदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram, dear brothers and sisters, on August 20th, we will be celebrating the Varalakshmi Vritha Pooja, a puja that is in honor of the Divine Mother, Mahalakshmi. Now, the name of the puja, of the prayer, is called Varalakshmi. Vara means boon. Lakshmi, the very meaning of Lakshmi, means the one who liberates. So we are invoking this divine form of Mother, Mahalakshmi, who is the giver of boons, Varam. Yeah? And Mother Mahalakshmi is the mother that sustains this entire universe. She's the mother that provides. And as we are going through the difficulties today around the world, let us use this opportunity to make a prayer, a request to the Divine Mother to help ease the sufferings in the world as her children are facing today. So Mother, with all her bountiful love and compassion, she will help eliminate the sufferings and provide abundance and auspiciousness around the world. Mahalakshmi is the element or the energy of auspiciousness. Another name for Mahalakshmi is called Shri. Shri means auspiciousness, abundance. So wherever Mahalakshmi is invoked, this energy of auspiciousness and abundance will always be present. So as there is a lot of sickness and suffering that is going around the world today, it's important for us to constantly invoke this energy of Mahalakshmi, this principle of Mahalakshmi, as we pray to Swami, so that the diseases and sufferings will be eliminated, as we go along. That is our humble prayer to the Divine Mother. Now, the worship of Mother, the worship of Divine in the form of Mother has always been very prevalent in our Hindu tradition. As praying to the Mother is always easy to reach, when you're actually connecting, trying to communicate to a form of a Mother. And hence Divine today is worshipped in this form of the Mother, so that connection with the Mother is much more stronger, the bond between a child and a mother. So as we celebrate this Varalakshmi Puja, let us all perceive ourselves, put ourselves as a child, who is making this divine prayer and a request to our Divine Mother who sustains this entire universe, Sai Lakshmi. Yeah. So now, who can participate in this prayer? So predominantly, this prayer is always been done in the past by women. Why women? Because women in homes, women are generally an embodiment. They are looked upon as the embodiment of the Divine Mahalakshmi, right? Why Mahalakshmi? Because Mahalakshmi represents the giving quality. She represents the nurturing quality, So a mother or a woman also represents this quality of giving, nurturing, and loving, compassion. So Mother Mahalakshmi represents all that quality, and usually a woman is given those attributes. Yeah. So a woman will normally perform the Loka Puja, which is actually the worship of the Divine Mother Mahalakshmi in the form of a light. Again, everything is symbolism in Hinduism, right? So the Mother will be invoked in the form of a light, and in that light we will actually offer prayers. The woman of the house or anyone, any females are open to actually perform this prayer. Now that said, praying for the well-being of the world is not only restricted to women but also to men. Yeah? So everyone, there's always this question of, this is the ladies' puja, and the ladies will take care of it. But I think as much as the lady or the woman is doing the puja, the men of the home, the husbands or the brothers, the siblings at home, can support support the female of the house, or the mother or the sister, to actually perform this puja. So this puja can actually be done by anyone from the age of 15 right up to any senior, even the senior age also is fine. And there's also a lot of restrictions put in the past that a person who's lost a husband is not allowed to take part in an auspicious puja like this. I think we should start to see things in a bigger light, being under Swami's guidance and teachings. When Gayatri mantra was propagated by Swami to be chanted by everyone, there was a lot of uproar saying that, oh no, women cannot chant Gayatri. It's a very sacred mantra that only a certain sect of people can chant. But I think Swami has broken those barriers. In the same light, this puja, when they say, people, those women who have lost their husbands are not allowed to take part, I think, that is not true. We are opening this puja to everyone. Yeah, everyone, Sumangali or non-Sumangali. Again, the grace of the Divine Mother is for everyone. And this prayer is for the well-being of the entire world, Loka Kalyanam. So it doesn't matter. Any women, girls, young girls and women can take part in this puja. Also, I would like to actually open this up to men. If, those who are sitting with their wives or their sisters or anyone at home doing this puja, or with their mothers, all you have to do is you can participate in the Kumkumam Puja, because one of the most important aspects of this prayer, as we do it on that day, is actually offering of the kumkum, the vermilion powder, at the feet of Mahalakshmi. So as the woman of the house is performing the puja on the light, the men of the house or the boys can actually offer kumkumam when the 108 names of the Divine Mother is being chanted, right? So it's a family activity that everyone can get involved and worship the form of the Divine Mother. Sai Ram, thank you. This puja, this Varalakshmi Puja, has been conducted in Divine Presence for many years, actually, consecutively. And it was beautiful to see, how many women around the world coming in with Swami, ushering him, with the Purna Kumbham and, grand music, and then ushering Swami into the Kulwant Hall, and, beautiful altar of Mahalakshmi set up where Swami used to sit, in the Kulwant Hall. And Swami has also given numerous discourses on the significance and of Mahalakshmi on this Varalakshmi Puja. And in that instance, I think one of the discourses in the year 2000, Swami very beautifully mentioned about the story or the legend behind the origin of Varalakshmi Puja. I would like to read a passage from the discourse, during Swami's discourse on the origin. The legend goes that Parvati once asked Lord Shiva if there was any way to ensure auspiciousness and prosperity and the well-being of women. She desired that every woman should lead a long and happy and healthy life with her family and with her loved ones. Lord Shiva was very pleased with Mother Parvati's prayer and told her about Varalakshmi Vritha. He said that this puja will confer all that women ask for, any boon, if they do it with full of dedication, faith and love. It will confer any boon that the person is praying for. This particular Vrita or puja is a boon for all women. Women always strive hard for the welfare of their family. So Swami says, they always aspire for samata, samgrata, samaikyata and saubhritva, which means women always aspire for equality, integrity, unity and fraternity. So beautiful what Swami has said. Their speech is truthful Their hearts are full of peace and love, with actions that are righteous. Women, being the recipients of the 8 forms of wealth, confer prosperity and auspiciousness on family, society, and the world at large. So it's a very, very powerful statement to show how significant and powerful this entire Vrita is, and why the reason it's conducted predominantly by women, because women embody that principle and the energy of Mahalakshmi, which Mahalakshmi gives, and they always have this feeling of they want the good for everyone around them, and that bountiful, compassionate feeling not only stays around them, but it actually surpasses and it goes to the whole world, society at large. Hence, that's why this prayer or this puja is dedicated for the peace of the world. As we pray, as we do this puja for the well-being of the family and the people around us, let us take this puja and expand it one step, one step above to the society and the world, as the whole world needs our prayer of healing and love. Sairam all, I am going to show you all the items that you need to prepare for the prayers, and I will demonstrate as to how to set up the entire altar or the prayer items for the puja on that day. So these are certain items that you need in order to prepare for the prayers. Firstly, you will need a large tray. Secondly, you will need a banana leaf. This is the head of the banana. Make sure when you cut the banana leaf, it's the head. I think just this size would do. And then place the banana leaf on the tray, like this. And you need a cup of rice. Just use the cooking cup as a measurement, and take a cup of rice and pour the rice onto the banana leaf like this, right? And just spread it a little, okay? And the next item that you need is the brass light, the lamp. It's called a kutuvalakku. The brass lamp, there are many different types of brass lamps. Some with this design. I think you've seen some with the swan, the shape of a swan. It doesn't matter as long as brass. It can be any size. It doesn't matter as long as there's enough, enough space to hold the oil. So place the kutuvalakku on the rice below the banana leaf and the tray. Now, to decorate, you see, this light is the very form of Mahalakshmi that you're going to invoke, right? So it has to be decorated properly. So firstly, ensure that you have sandal paste, chandanam and kumkumam, sandal paste and kumkum placed on the top of the lamp. So if it's in the shape of a swan, you can actually place the sandalwood and kumkumam on the forehead of the swan. If it's in the shape of this triangle, just place it one on the top, and then another kumkumam on the base of the lamp. This is the base. This is not the base, the stem of the lamp. I'm sorry, the stem of the lamp, and this is the base. So the head, the body, and the base. So place a chandanam and kumkumam on the body, and then also 3 dots on the base of the lamp. So significantly, symbolically, this is the form of Mahalakshmi. This is her head, this is her body, and this will be her feet. So imagine this is how we're going to invoke Mahalakshmi in the form of light. Ensure that you have wicks, 5 wicks, because ensure the lamp that you have has 5 heads. So 5 wicks to light up. No using of normal cooking oil or any kind of oil. Please try to use ghee. So ensure you have a small tin of ghee melted, and ghee and to be poured onto the lamp. And once this is done, you need to decorate the lamp. So try to get try to purchase this is actually a silk cloth. It's called the Sami Pattu. You can get it in any of those cash and carry shops and whatever not, or you have any new cloth, even a cotton cloth, red or yellow, anything, just to in terms of this, you're adorning a garment on Mahalakshmi. So what you do is you tie the cloth around the body of the lamp this way, Mahalakshmi all dressed up. Yeah, so it could be any color if you want, up to you, your preference of color, and then you tie it onto the base, and this is the garment. The next we will need is actually very important. This is called the block manjal. In the list of items, you would see a block manjal. In Tamil, it's called katti manjal. You can get it in any of the Indian cash and carry shop too. This represents the Mangala Sutra, the Mangaliam that you're going to tie on her. So you just need a white thread, and you tie it around the base, the body of the lamp. Yeah. So just tie a string around it and make sure it's tied around the lamp. Yeah. So this will be the Mangaliam, the Mangala Sutram. Now the next is to finally decorate. To finish the decoration, you will need to have string jasmine. This is I think in the list we have put actually some jasmine flowers, so maybe you can get a bit of 5 molam or 5 meters of flowers, strung jasmine, and you can actually decorate it anyhow you want. You can also tie it around the base and leave it this way, or you can even put it around this way. Yeah, but I would propose to tie it around so that the flower doesn't get burnt later. Right, so you can actually just do this. Yeah, and then you can take some loose flowers. It's also on the list. Yeah, make sure you have a tray of loose flowers, because you will need the loose flowers for puja later. So these are some loose flowers. You have extra, you can decorate it around the base of the lamp, right? And also on the top if you want. So it's essential to decorate the lamp, because again she's now in the form of, you're going to invoke Mahalakshmi in the form of the light. So this is what you need in order to set up the lamp. Now I'll show you all the other items that are essential to conduct the puja. So once this is done, what is important is we have a list. In the list there is also betel leaf and betel nuts. These are betel leaves, you get it in any flower shops. Yeah, and this is betel nuts. It's called the arka nuts. You can see, right? You will need just I think 5 to 10 leaves and 1 handful of arka nuts together. Yeah, so ensure that's there. Ensure there's a comb of banana. Yeah, there's a comb of banana, and then a small tray of fruits, maybe 2 apples, 1 orange, and a comb of banana. Yeah, so try to get small bananas, not too big. Yeah, okay. And then what you would need is very important is a tray, or a tray like this, or even small trays like this filled with vibhuti. If you can see, there's vibhuti on one side, there is sandal paste, chandanam, and there's kumkumam. And the fourth one you'll need is a bit of turmeric powder, manjal podi. Yeah, these are all 4 essential items that always you need when you do puja. Always keep it by your side constantly. I'm sure you may have it, in your prayer altar as part of your daily prayers. So ensure this is always there with you. You'll need a bell. In the list there's a bell. A small bell would do. It doesn't have to be a big bell. Joss sticks. So if you have the options of using samrani, if you're using the samrani, the block essence, you can use the samrani stand if you have it at home, or the easiest way is actually, if it's too smoky, use joss sticks. Just 2 joss sticks, and kind of use the banana, and you can poke into a banana after using it. If you need to use it again to show, you just take it out, show it on mother, and you can put it back. Yeah. So you should have joss sticks. And important is the arati tray. This is a huge one here, but I'm sure at your home, if you have a small one would do, just to show arati. The other very important thing I've put on the list is, the dibam, the light. You have to actually have a light constantly on. So either you get those, this earthen lamps which you can buy in the cash and carry shop, which looks something like this. Is a bit fancy, but the traditional is about 50 cents or so. It's an earthen lamp. It's a small earthen lamp. Or if you're in a home, you have this deepam stand, where you put a wick and you can use it as a deepam. See, the point is just to ensure that you have a separate light, because you have to light up the lamp later. You can use it to light up the camphor, the joss stick. So you need to have this lit up at the side at the bottom. So use an earthen lamp, or if you have this Deepam stand, please use that. Now then next we'll need is very important is coconut. Yeah, we have listed there that it's a full coconut smeared with turmeric powder. Yeah, make sure and what you need is get someone at home, the men at home, your husbands or your brothers or whoever at home, to help you cut the coconut into two. So make sure the coconut is in two and remove the husk from the head of the coconut. So these are the two things that you need. Also very important is Aruvumpul or Durva grass. This is the Ganesha grass, they call it, which is very important. So please, you just need this much, literally, this much. Yeah, later I'll show you. It's for Ganesha actually. And then ensure 2 stalks of tulasi, just 2 of this, or even 1 is fine. Yeah, for the cleansing water later. And of course, some loose flowers. So these are the main items that you need. Additionally, you need 2 tumblers. Yeah, 1 tumbler. You can actually put a tumbler. You can, if you have a pot like this, a small semble or a pot, you may use it. So, and a small spoon. Yeah, to ensure to take the water. You'll need it during puja. So a tumbler of water and another tumbler of milk. You need to have a tumbler of milk to offer for prasadam later. So a tumbler of water and a tumbler of milk. Yeah. Now, another thing in your list which is very important is actually we've asked you to make a turmeric paste. Right now, in the list there, we have put either if you have a Ganesha idol at home, it's fine. If you have a Ganesha picture, you can actually place the Ganesha picture at the next to the lamp. Yeah, the idea, if you don't have all that, I think everybody, all of you, I think it's easy to just invoke Ganesha in the form of a manjal, because this is how Mother Parvati, created Lord Ganesha. So it's very symbolical when we do a puja like this to invoke Ganesha. So what you need to do is take some turmeric paste and then mix it into a ball, mix with water, and mix it. Just make it into a paste like this. Yeah, and I'll show you exactly how to do it now. So put it in your palm. Once it's in a round ball, mold the entire paste into a cone-like shape. Yeah, make the tip a little sharp. Okay, if you can see, just mold it into a kind of a small mini mountain. Right? Once that is done, take the Durva grass, right, and poke it right through the top. Okay, and kind of mold it back again so the grass does not fall out. It's firm. The paste is holding the grass. Now you see it's a small mound of manjal, of turmeric paste, and with the Durva grass. So this is essentially the form of Ganesha. Again, everything is symbolism. This form of Mahalakshmi is symbolism, and this form of Ganesha is symbolism also. Yeah, this Ganesha is very, it's the grass that is very auspicious to him. Now take 2 betel leaves and place the mound of turmeric paste on the betel leaf like this. Right? And then what you do is take some sandal paste, some chandanam, and you decorate him. Give him some sandal paste and some kumkum and decorate him. So this is your Ganesha for the day. Yeah. So what you do is you will place the Ganesha on another tray next to the lamp. Here like this. Okay. So this is how your altar will look. You will be seated here, the Ganesha here, the lamp, okay, and all your items, arranged so that you can get your items. So once this is done, finally ensure that the tumbler, use the tulasi stalk of tulasi into the water. It goes into the water. Take a pinch of turmeric powder, just a pinch of turmeric powder, and put it into the water and just mix it. This is to cleanse the water. Yeah. Ensure there's a bowl, there's a cup, either a tumbler or a symbol of milk to be offered as prasadam later. Now you can boil the milk and put some kalkand or sugar pieces into it. So make sure it's a sweet milk and keep it boiled and keep it aside. The other thing that you need is prasadam. So make any prasadam of your preference. Yeah. You need 2 sets of prasadam. One is for Mahalakshmi and one is for Ganesha. Yeah. So you can make the same prasadam and portion it into 2 different. You just need this much. Nothing else, nothing so big. It's up to you. If you want to give ample, you want to make a nice big pot, it's totally up to you. But just small amount, one for Ganesha and one for Lakshmi. So you can do the same prasadam and portion it into 2 and keep it in 2 different pots. So once we do the Ganesha Puja, we'll offer one prasadam for Ganesha, and when we do the Mahalakshmi Puja, we'll offer the other remaining portion for Mahalakshmi. So don't forget the prasadam. So the important aspect. Because once the prasadam is all ready, when we'll offer one prasadam for Ganesha, and after Mahalakshmi prayers, we'll offer the tumbler of milk and the second portion of the prasadam for Mahalakshmi. Yeah, so that prasadam aspect is very important. So I think we have covered most of the items here that you need for the puja, and the setup is very important. The reason why I'm sharing all this now is because that you can actually prepare this in your at your convenience, and once on that day itself, we just have to do a final check of all your items together, and we can proceed to the prayers without any delay. So that's about it actually. So I will go through the prayers with you on that day, step by step, into ensuring that we derive the best benefit from the puja. Sai Ram, thank you. Sai Ram, sisters and brothers, I would like to share with you on how and who can observe the Varalakshmi Puja. Please treat this puja as a personal sadhana. For those of you who are non-vegetarian, kindly observe being a vegetarian on that day. For those of you who would like to fast, feel free to fast at your own comfort. You may break your fast at the end of the prayer with prasad. Who can observe this puja? All sisters 12 years of age and above, all senior sisters and aunties, including those who have lost their husbands and single mothers, by all means can participate in this puja. Brothers and senior uncles can also participate in this puja. For those sisters and aunties who do not wish to participate in the full Vilaka Puja, which is the prayer to the lamp, they can just perform Kunkuma Puja. Now, the items required for the Kunkuma Puja: a tumbler of water and a small spoon with a stalk of tulasi, a small tray to place Swami's picture and offer Kunkuma, about 4 betel leaves, 2 bananas or 1 fruit of your choice to be placed on a betel leaf and betel nut, a small pot filled with Kunkuma, and a small calendar-sized picture of Swami. 2 joss sticks, an arati tray, camphor, and some loose flowers. For those brothers and senior uncles who are interested to participate, you can perform the Ganesha Puja as well as the Kunkuma Archana during the chanting of the 108 Namavali. Items required for the Ganesha Puja: turmeric manjal paste Ganesha, betel leaves 2 pieces, betel nuts 2 pieces, 2 bananas placed on the betel leaf, or 1 fruit of your choice for Ganesha. Durva grass or handful, a tumbler of water, and a small spoon with a stalk of tulasi, some loose flowers. For the Kunkuma Archana, you will need a small tray to place Swami's picture and offer Kunkuma, betel leaves 4, a small pot filled with Kunkuma, a small calendar of Swami, 2 bananas or 1 fruit of your choice placed on a betel leaf and betel nut, an earthen lamp or deepam, some loose flowers, joss sticks, arati tray and camphor. Those sisters who are participating in the full Velaka Puja during the puja, please do dress up and embody yourself as Mahalakshmi. You are the very manifestation of Mahalakshmi, so you're advised to dress up and look presentable and be seated in your altar. And during the prayers, we would also advise and recommend every one of you to actually on your video on while the prayers are going on Zoom, so that we all can see you during the prayers. Sai Ram, thank you very much.